please raise your hands and we'll try and get to as many people as we can. Who's raised their hands at the moment? I've got 2 participants, but this isn't showing me on this computer. Here we go. Moose, we'll come to you first.
Hi, Jose. Great win tonight. Can you just talk us through the main talking points regarding VAR? Because that was a big factor tonight, your penalty and then the goal that Brighton scored, which even after looking at the screen, the referee decided was still a goal.
There are decisions that I think they should explain and not leaving us in front of you and us explaining things that many times we don't find any explanation to it. So I prefer not to speak about it. I see Scott as a good referee. He had the opportunity to go to the screen and watching the screen the same thing that we watched on the bench in our iPad. He should explain, but I know that is not going to happen. So let's move on and speak about a very difficult match that we won.
Okay, we're going to go to Fraser Dainton from Sky. Fraser, just unmuting you.
Jose, in terms of the 2 goals that he scored, obviously Kane's penalty, but Gareth Bale, great to see him straight onto the pitch and straight having an effect. You've talked about trying to give him time to get him back into the squad, but is he showing you those little flashes now that make you think it's great to have him back here?
I told already for about a week or so, I'm saying that he's improving. And I told that he's not just by watching him, is just the data that supports our training process. We knew. We also know, and the good thing is that also Gareth knows, and we share idea and we share feelings, and he doesn't have 90 minutes of a Premier League match in his legs yet. So we are using Europa League to complement this training process. We are using some matches in the Premier League when we decide to play him, and the normal tendency will be, of course, for him to be better and better and better. And that's it. And he will start again on Thursday, and even on a Europa League match where the intensity is different than Premier League, I will not play him for 90 minutes. I will have always this care with him until we feel that he's ready. But today, great personality, great impact, a very important goal for us. And after that, he joined Harry in a very experienced way to play the last 15 minutes of the game. Both very clever, very intelligent, technically very good, holding the ball, bringing the ball to zones where they couldn't hurt us. So, of course, I'm very pleased with him, and pleased especially for him, because he deserves that. He deserves that. I'm going to, when I have 5 minutes, I'm going to Safari to look at Madrid websites to see what they say.
Okay, we'll go to John Cross. John.
Jose, your comment at the end there suggests that you're so pleased for Gareth, basically. And
yes.
when we talk about criticism and the way to respond to it, it's a beautiful moment.
Yeah, I think he knows that we care about him, and we know that he cares about us, team, club, Spurs. And I think he's a perfect fit. As I was saying, he's very calm, he's very intelligent, he has good feelings, but he had bad feelings before because the training process was hard and his body was suffering a little bit. But we gave him what he needs. We gave him all this care as a whole. I'm not speaking about myself, I'm speaking about as a whole. Sports science, medicals, my assistants, the other players. So I'm very, very pleased for him to score this winning goal.
Okay, Jerry Cox, I'm unmuting you.
Hi, Jose. Were you anxious at the last 6 minutes of stoppage time, considering the games against Newcastle and West Ham cost you 4 points in total?
You are always, but I wasn't much. Anything can happen in football, you know. For example, these boys of Brighton, they lost the game against Manchester United when the game was over. So in football, anything can happen. But Hugo didn't make a save. In the last 15 minutes, we were very much in control. We kept the line up. When Byrne was playing striker with Welbeck, was time for us to bring the line up, and far from the dangerous crossing area. Harry and Garrett, they hold the ball very, very well away from our defensive zone. To be honest, you always fear a result, but the ball was never in a dangerous area for us.
I'm going to take 3 more questions. Apologies. I know we're running out of time. Charlie Eccleshare is next.
Hi, Jose. Just wanted to ask about a couple of midfielders who impressed me. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg was outstanding. Just wanted to get your view on him and on Lo Celso when he came on for the last half hour.
Yeah, Pierre was again a very important man in there. Gave us always that strength, that stability. Musa worked very, very hard for him. Tanguy to get a yellow card so early, then you play with fear. And play like Tanguy with fear is hard because he goes for dribbling, he attacks people, he loses the ball, he needs to recover. A second yellow card could arrive. I think from that moment, Tanguy was a little bit in trouble. And Gio brought that dynamic back to the team for the last 20 minutes, and he did very well for us. He's a player that needs to work. No preseason and no end of last season. So he's one that needs to recover his fitness levels. It was easy to see against Antwerp that especially to play as a central midfielder, he didn't have that fitness. To play as a number 10 with more freedom, yes, he could help us. Can he play one day together with Tanguy? Yes, they can, but for that they need both to be physically in a better condition.
Okay, we finished with Semi Mockbell and then Darren Howard. Sammy?
Hi, Jose. The win puts you second. You know exactly what a winning Premier League team looks like. You've got the experience. Do you get the sense that this team is ready to challenge?
We are ready to challenge West Bromwich Albion in the next match. It's going to be very difficult. They need points. Slaven, clever guy, lots of experienced players. It's going to be difficult. We are going to be ready to challenge him. Your question, I understand. I think we have just to go match after match. We need to learn with our mistakes, and we need to understand that the Premier League is going in one direction where every match is very difficult, and people tendency will always be when one of the top teams loses points, the tendency will be always didn't play well. I believe that Potter and all the guys that coach teams from the second part of the table, they deserve a lot of credit because they work phenomenal. They have very good teams, very good players. So I don't know what can happen in the Premier League, honestly.
Okay, final questions to Darren Howard. You can just unmute for us. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Jose. Can I just ask you about Brighton, please? Graham Potter made some interesting personnel changes tonight. Were you surprised by that? And what did you make of their performance tonight?
No, the personnel changes, I don't know. Goalkeeper, he made that decision with the keeper. Mopai not playing, I don't know if it was his decision or if the boy had any problem. They have a very good squad. He can make changes. What for me, I analyze is not his choices, is the way the team plays. And I just love the way they play, because even during the game, they have this capacity to change. They were playing with a building up of 3. Then we adapted to that, and we were controlling the game. Then it changed for 4. Then we took our time to adapt, because sometimes what we can see on the bench, the players they cannot see on the pitch, and the communication is not very easy. I think they have a very good team. The work is brilliant. I just think in this moment they don't have the points adapted to the quality of their game, but for sure they are going to get these points, because the team is very good.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.